Small talk.
Small talk with Senica.
Yeah, what's good, what's good? It's your boy Senica, for those who don't know me. From Durham, North Carolina, born and raised, you know what I'm saying? Shoot, in terms of music, man, I think I've been writing for almost 10 years, recording for about 4 or 5, performing for about 2.5 years, you know what I'm saying, on and off. But shoot, what got me started, when I was younger, my pops, when I got in trouble, my pops were either making me watch a documentary and take notes, read a book or take notes, or write a rhyme for them. And usually I would get my mama to talk him out of it, but when it came down to writing rhymes, my mom was like, nah, you gotta write that damn song, you know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying, I did that, you know what I'm saying, I was never serious with it, but in high school, I think my homie just pulled out a microphone, and shoot, I just started freestyling on it. They told me I was dope, I didn't hear it, but I was like, whatever, you know what I'm saying, it felt good. And then by the time I got to college, man, I found myself in class, like, started taking notes and writing songs, you know what I'm saying?
Wow.
While everybody out partying and whatnot. And then, like, as a freshman, everybody's out partying. I'm in my dorm room writing, you know what I'm saying?
Locked in, man.
You know what I'm saying? So that's just how it got to me and just stuck from there.
Man, that's beautiful, man. I wish I did more of that when I was a freshman. I should have been locked in.
Yeah, I'm sure that's what's making a difference now.
You can say that, or you can say God, you know. It's all perception, really, you know what I'm saying? My perception is God, you know. So.
Keep on blessing you. I hope that he does, because just so talented and inspirational for us, and then even the community here in Greenville. To everyone that talks about you, they only have good things to say on how your intention is so pure and so thought out. Something I love about you, brother.
Bless, man. I appreciate that, man. I try to just spread love wherever I go, man. I never move in malice, no evil intent, you know what I'm saying? If it's not out of love, I won't do it, nor can I commit to it, you know what I'm saying? So if it isn't pure, then it's just, I can't be there, you know what I'm saying? Just try to move in the right way.
Absolutely. Hold yourself to a standard.
Yeah, man. 2020. Sorry.
2020. Well, what's going on with you in 2020? What do you have going?
A lot of writing. I just started putting out a bunch of freestyle videos just for content. You know? Keep the pen sharp and just playing with different flows. And personally, in selfish perspective, is me like being able to tag on to a lot of like classic beats that I listen to. You know what I'm saying? It's just giving me an excuse to write on. Because any other given day, I don't like writing on stuff that I've heard people on.
Okay.
But
97 Hove, man. Whenever I heard you on 97 Hove, I said,
nuts.
I was going crazy to it, man. That's what I tell you.
Vamp sent it to me, and I was like, let me check it out, man. And I heard it. It's alright, you know what I'm saying? I'll mess around with it. But then, you know, you had the marches and then, you know, the vandalism and all that crazy stuff going on. And normally I don't speak. I observe. I keep my opinion to myself, and if I try to speak in terms of facts. So if it isn't true, I don't put it out. I'm not really much of putting my opinion out. But there were a lot of things that I was seeing that I wasn't necessarily like with. So I thought, fuck it, this is how I'm feeling right now. Let me use this beat to say this. And the thing that got me the most was when I put that piece out, like, people didn't necessarily catch what I was like saying. And you know what I'm saying? It kind of irked me a little bit. I almost took that video down. I'm not even gonna lie. That's how irked I was.
Oh, wow.
Like, you know, you got a lot of people protesting, and I believe in it, you know, the revolution, you know what I'm saying? I got the tattoo on my arm, you know what I'm saying, 4 years running strong, but the tattoo doesn't mean a thing, but I always want to see a revolution in my lifetime. It's time for it, but I also I'm old school, so I'm willing to say, I felt as though the revolution is not to be televised. It won't be televised. The truth, it isn't televised. What we see is one man's perception. You know what I'm saying? When you watch the news, if you watch different news outlets, you realize how like opinions are swayed. You know what I'm saying? And based upon how their opinions are formed, that's how their news is brought together and put out. So in terms of my people, black people, or not even just my people, but the collective of people that are protesting and whatnot, I believe in it, but I don't believe in the tearing down. I don't believe in, a person of color telling a person of maybe a lighter shade, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can't say you're not a color, but, you know what I'm saying, lighter shade, that this is our march, you take the second backseat to us, or whatever, you know what I'm saying? I believe in, like, people coming together, period. Just people coming together, being on the same page, you know what I'm saying? Like,
unified.
A revolution will not work if we're still doing this, you know what I'm saying? Because as long as we're doing that, we're not on the same side. I can't, you can sit beside me, but if I'm still pointing at you, you're not literally at my side, you know what I'm saying? We're not together, you know what I'm saying? We're still distance. There's still distance between us. For me to do that, for me to extend my arm, for me to extend like that, there has to be distance between us. Think about that. You know what I'm saying? For me to extend my arm and point, there has to be distance. I can't do that if you're conjoined to me. You know what I'm saying? So we're not together. You know what I'm saying? We have to be, when it comes to a revolution is the gathering of people on the same page, reaching for the same goal. Reaching for that same goal. If you want to reach for that same goal, you got to do it right. And blowing up your own stories and whatnot, that's stupid. That's stupid. Trashing these news outlets, I get it, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel where you're coming from, but at the same time, understand that, you do have cameras watching you know what I'm saying? And granted, if you want to make a move, I can't tell anyone how to move or what a revolution looks like to them, because it's all perception based, but you know what I'm saying? But if you're going to do this, we got to do this in a smart manner. You know what I'm saying? The more destruction we're bringing out. The more we push destruction, the more destruction comes to us. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You want life, create life. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So,
100%.
So you gotta create. You have to put out what you're looking for. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. But
that's powerful, brother. That really is. And like, I think when all of us here in the community, here in Greenville, in this world, if we can all just come together and think on that same level, we can accomplish amazing things.
Right. See, I was glad when it came to Greenville. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I was at work too, and I got off work early because of it. So I was happy. I'm running down the streets. I'm hearing everybody wearing black, my work shirt black. So I'm like, shoot, I guess I'm ready. You know what I'm saying? and then as soon as I'm out there, like, I see the police. I see people leaving. People coming up talking about some. Yeah, man, I love Jack Brown's. But make sure you go to Walmart. We're gonna raid Walmart. I'm like, what does Walmart got to do with anything? Like, come on, man. Like, let's keep it here. Did they just run y'all away, or like, come on, like we're finally together. Like, y'all letting them split y'all apart now. You know what I'm saying? Y'all just let them give y'all room to start doing this now. You know what I'm saying? Thought it was funny though. But it was beautiful to see it, you know what I'm saying? Just, at least y'all came together, so I couldn't complain.
So during like this quarantine, like, what else like has been inspiring you? Maybe through book, music, like you've been listening to. Like, what's been your inspiration to get you through this downtime?
Well, perception based. A lot of people see it as downtime. I saw it as uptime.
I feel that a whole lot.
Spiritual level right there, brother. When people are sleeping, we're working.
Exactly. I took this time to raise myself, to raise my own vibration. In terms of music, for those who don't know me, I don't really listen to rap. I listen to a lot of rap is my love. But as of lately, for years, I haven't really been listening to rap. I'll listen to jazz, old school R&B. When I say old school, I mean like back to like 60s, 50s,
Okay.
70s, maybe. Just a lot of singing. You know what I'm saying? Just something
Any
like
specific artists?
Al Green is my favorite.
Oh, yeah.
Marvin Gaye, Otis Redding, Curtis Mayfield. I love Curtis Mayfield.
Oh, I'm a huge Curtis
That
Mayfield
man,
fan.
Spiritual.
I'll
Yeah.
put on a couple albums at a time.
really,
Yeah.
yeah, he's the man, bro. That man's his mind is beautiful.
Wilson Pickett?
Wilson Pickett.
Yeah.
I can throw a little bit of that in. I am not mad at it.
Ooh,
I'm
yeah.
not mad at it. You know what I'm saying? I'm very old school, man. That's just, and I even started like listening to like I don't want to say Chinese jazz because I don't want to offend anybody, but Chinese Asian jazz artists.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah. Anime jazz.
We
Yeah.
gotta get
I
hip to the way,
I
brother.
don't know anybody who's.
It's
doing
really
it.
like psychedelic in my opinion. It's fire. It's very calming and soothing. I love it. I go to sleep to
Yeah,
it.
you gotta send
I
me
need
something.
this piece.
Hey, I got you, bro.
Check that out.
I got you, man.
I love jazz. I grew up on jazz.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Man.
Like from 2 to 15, it's like all I played or all I did was
Word.
jazz. Yeah.
I'm jealous.
Oh, I
man.
really want to check that out.
I'm jealous, man. I didn't hit jazz until like I was 19, and I just never let it go since then.
Yeah.
But the fact that you played it, that's dope.
Yeah.
That's real
Oh,
dope,
yeah.
man. But yeah, I can definitely sing some stuff, man. Yeah,
Yes,
you'll love it, man. Definitely.
I need to be awakened. Let's talk about the last time we saw you.
Mm-hmm.
Was it at Break Bread and Chill? Was that the last time we saw you?
Mm-hmm.
Bro, tell us about your experience there at our first event and how it was for you as an artist and just what it meant for you that day. Because I never really got to talk to you, and I just want to hear what your thoughts were on it.
I honestly thought it was fire. That was the first time I've ever performed and my mic was up that loud. So like it really gave the people a chance to hear me, but at the same time, it gave people a chance to hear the band, the instruments. You know what I'm saying? I'm a heavy instrumentalist, so I thought that was awesome. It was fire. I can't even lie.
I had so much fun.
It was fire.
What I imagined it being was just like half as cool as what it ended up being.
Oh man,
it was so amazing.
I was
The
waiting for
energy.
the pizza though, man. By the time I got here, the pizza was gone. I said,
I
oh,
think it was
man.
gone instantly.
Yeah.
And the water.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
man.
People, they're like, where's the water? I was like, I think it's been gone for at least 2 hours. They're like, people were sweating all over each other. But just like the emotion inside the room and the energy, and I was just so impressed with that evening. It got me emotional that evening because I was like, we shot for the stars, but I ended up in a whole different galaxy. Because we just superseded everything that we thought we were going to accomplish that day. And bro, I was so thankful to have you there as like my family.
Thank you
and
for
everything.
coming.
I was thankful to be invited. That was my newest my goal for this year was to just perform more and just be comfortable in front of people. I'll be in my own space. But
You just performed up in Durham.
yeah,
How was that?
Felt weird. I'm not gonna lie, because I haven't performed since then. So,
Yeah.
and it's just then like that was weird performing in Durham. It was weird because the crowd wasn't looking for me. You know what I'm saying?
They need to be. Jesus.
I mean,
They just don't know.
They weren't ready.
They weren't ready.
I blame it on me. I didn't give it to them in a way where they were able to receive it. So ultimately I just took notes. Just every performance you take notes.
Yeah.
Just see what you can, what you can improve on, and from there you just go forward. So it was a blessing to me.
You said we're always
That's the
learning
best
each
outlet.
time.
Exactly.
You're only what was it? Just sharpening.
Sharpening your sword.
Yeah, exactly.
Wu-Tang,
Exactly.
the sword style.
we all just want to be weapons, man. That's it.
A weapon of peace, man. A weapon of peace. Weapon of love.
Ooh, weapon of love.
Weapon of love.
If it isn't out of love, what are we doing it for? You know, I feel like
100%.
love can be like the ultimate motivator, you know what I'm saying? The ultimate purpose, you know what I'm saying? Without a purpose, you know, you're bound to crash into a wall. You're bound to go AWOL, you know what I'm saying? Without purpose, there's no direction. Without direction, there's no boundaries you set for yourself, you know what I'm saying? So.
Yo, so another question I have is, I saw that you just dropped a single today.
Yes, sir.
It just dropped. Like, is this coming from like a project that you're working on? Or you just
There's a project coming. I didn't want to tell anybody, but there's a project coming. But that won't be on there.
Yeah.
That won't be on there.
One thing I was curious about is what kind of stuff are you talking about in the new stuff that you're making? Whether it's the project that you're not talking about, or just like in general, like is it the perceiving stuff? Like you've been talking about how you love to just watch and perceive what's going on. Is it stuff that you've been perceiving that you're putting into the music? Story? Like what are you doing?
Well, all of my music is about my perception, but as you live, perceptions alter, and day to day, each day opens up a lane for a new experience. So pretty much, you will see stories, things that I was going through as I was writing that piece. You know what I'm saying? Just find ultimately like love from the projects, you know, and me being more openly expressive. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's really one of like my biggest goals is to be more expressive, talk about different things, open. I don't brag a lot when I write, and not that I'm trying to start, but I'm trying to open up a lane where, you know, I can be seen as more assertive of what I'm taught, and with what I'm talking,
More of like a confidence.
yeah, more of a confidence, exactly. You know, it's just, I feel like in the past I'd be like, here's me, but now it's just, this is me. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is me. Like, you know what I'm saying? There's no, it's more of me giving and I'm not receiving. You know what I'm saying? What I mean by that, I'm putting out me. Now, the perceptions of me and what you pick up from it, that's on you. I don't have to.
That's our interpretation.
That's on you. I don't have to receive that.
Right.
You know, it's thankful and I'm blessed that people take the time to perceive it. But other than that, what you perceive is my gift to you. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, that's beautiful.
I think we're gonna learn so much more about you, like with this project.
I also,
Dude, I really do too, for sure. Cause it's been how many years since you've dropped your last project?
It's been 2 years. December will make it 2 years.
And in like December, marking that 2 years on like that last project, was that the project that you had the Dirty Sanchez feature on?
No, that was the project before that.
And that's how many years removed from now?
I dropped that the August of that same year. Yeah, my last project was actually my graduation project. I was just able to put that together. And I put that together in like 3 days. I rushed it, but it came out. You know what I'm saying? With the project before then with Dirty Sanchez, that took me.
How'd that all come about? Because we were listening to it today and we were like,
oh, really?
Yeah.
God bless. Man.
Yeah, we were going to Walmart and I was like, this is quite a way to go to Walmart. I'm feeling inspired.
You were listening to, what was it? Dang, I don't even know the name of it.
Yeah.
I'm so bad at typing.
The purple cover, that's all I know.
Do You Believe?
Do You Believe? Do You Believe? Okay, yeah. That one. Oh man, that the story to that. During that time I was like, I watched a lot of artists on Instagram. I was purposely watching adding different artists or following different artists on Instagram to watch them. And if I saw them like up late at night working, that would be that's what I was going to do that night. Nothing else. And that kicked my ass that semester because I had 8 a.m.s, like, you know,
Wow.
and I'll be up until like 5 in the morning, 6 in the morning.
No way. Oh.
Take an hour nap.
Doing that work.
And then get back. Yeah, like, luckily I had a friend, like, who did all my homework that semester, so, because I would skip class. I never went to class, and I had a teacher. We found common ground, common interests, and he allowed me to make up tests and quizzes. But push all that to the side, though. So I watched, like, a lot of artists' stories, and I just happened to look at Dirty Sanchez's stories, and he was just like, and if you're looking for a feature, DM me. So that's what I did. I didn't think too much of it, and he was just like, send me the he asked me what was my budget. Now, for those who are looking to work with bigger artists, that's something you need to have an understanding of and a concept of. What is your budget? Every artist, every big time artist or artist that I know that was established in some sort of way, they ask me, what is my budget? There's no way you're going to get around that.
They're going to ask you eventually.
Yeah, they're going to ask you. They're going to ask you. If you're looking for work, they're looking for their money. You might find some who just, you know, doing it out of love, but I've been asked that every time, every single time. And he asked me what was my budget. At the time I was working at Wendy's, broke. I had just got my refund check from my taxes, and I told him, I was straight up with it. I said, look, man, I'm a broke college student working at Wendy's, man. I'm just trying to make it. Like, just give me a price and I got you. And he was just like, you know, I normally charge $4,000, right? And I understand, man. Just if that's what I gotta pay, I gotta pay. And he was just like, how much you got on you right now? Now, my refund check. No, I'm not even gonna say too much for the camera. I just
his little bag.
I said, look, man, I got about 125 with your name on it right now.
You finessed a feature for like a pro era artist for 125.
I'm not gonna say I finessed him. I'm not gonna say that. He looked out for me.
You told him your situation.
He said, "How much do you?"
But up front,
he said
125.
He said, "How much do you have on you right now? How much can you spend right now?" And I said 125. No, I think I said 120 or 115 or 110, something like that. And he said, "Send it," and I sent them 125. You know, just like I know he's looking out, and I can't be as cheap as I am. You know what I'm saying?
That's
and
so cool.
Then he said, "Send me the beat." I looked for the beat right then and there and wrote to it, sent it to him. I sent him my verse. And then I want to say within a week and a half, he sent it back to me. When he sent it back to me, I was with Jay. And I said, Jay, listen to this, bro. He played it in his car. And man, we're wilding. Just wilding. Cause I couldn't believe it myself, and it was crazy. Cause when he sent it to me, when he had sent it to me, he had before he sent it to me, he called me on my phone. And he called from a private number too. He called me from private. He didn't want me to call back. He did not want me to call back. He called me. We had 2 conversations, but that particular conversation, he called me. I was taking my nap because I know I had to be up all night again. And I remember telling him, like, look, I don't sleep, I'm always working. That time he called me, I was asleep. And he called me out on it. Like, nigga, I thought she was asleep. I'm asleep now. But then he was just like, he told me he heard my verse. And he was like, bruh, you sound like fucking J. Cole. And I almost hung up the phone. I almost hung up the phone on him when he said that. I don't want to be compared to no other artist, but he said that. It was cool that he said it because it was from him, but I was like, almost got your ass. You almost got banged on it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, he did it like that, sent it back to me. And that whole song was a blessing, because even the guy who produced it, like I found it on YouTube. I messaged him. I emailed him, some guy that lived in like in England or something like that, or France, one of those. And I was like, look, bro, like, can I pay for the song? Like, can I like make this mine? I was telling him like, look, bro, I'm planning to do this and that, and he was just like, look, man, just put my name on it, you good. Just put me in the credits.
That's love.
And I asked him twice, because I'm like, bro, I'm making sure I'm screenshotting the conversation just in case it come up in court. Like, hey, you know what I'm saying?
We got the receipts.
You feel me? You know what I'm saying?
You really said it was cool.
And I just, that was that, man. That was beautiful how that came to be. I'm still like thankful for it. I play that song probably almost every day for like 3 months. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, whenever I first found out about you, like I saw it and I was like, Dirty Sanchez. That man's part of Pro Era, and I was like, yeah, that's so prestigious. Like that, one of my friends be rapping with someone who be rapping with like Joey Bada and the Kings of New York, and I'm just like, blessings around us, man.
Question. Who went the hardest?
Bruh, you know I don't go with you right now. You know this. That's love right here.
Man, who you think went the hardest on that track? Be honest.
I've only heard it once. I can't even speak.
Oh my God.
No, windows down in the car on the way to Walmart. It doesn't even count. It doesn't count as a listen.
I always, when I sent it to the guy who engineered it, he was just like, man, you ate dirty. And I remember me and him going like back and forth. I'm like, bro, there's no way, that's dirty. What you talking about? That's dirty. That's dirty, man. That's
Dirty rice. Uncle Ben's, baby. That's what I'm talking.
That's dirty. So Dirty, if you're watching this, I still think you did better, man. You did your thing, dog, and I appreciate you, man. God bless, King. God bless.
I had like a personal thing I wanted to ask you about. What's it like being vegan, serving burgers?
Oh, man.
Like, just what do you think about throughout the shift?
Hate this shit. This some bullshit. Man, if you ever see me at my job, I'm never on the grill. I'm always on fries, because I hate the smell of it. And it's not as bad as I'm probably saying it, but it's just, I don't know, man. Me personally, I don't like looking at burgers. I ain't beefing with them, no pun intended, but I don't like looking at it. Whenever I do get placed on the grill for a shift, I last for like 20 minutes, and I was like, look, man, let's switch. This ain't for me. It's funny. It's a lot of people, like, when a lot of customers come in, they immediately speak to the person on the grill about like what's the best burger, and you know what should they get, and
Right.
how should they get it, and it's bada bing, bada boom. And I always tell them, I don't know, man. I don't eat burgers. I mean, they just look at me like, what the fuck you doing here, man? Shit, I got rent to pay.
You gotta let them know.
You know what I'm saying? Burgers, rent. You know what I'm saying? You gotta weigh out your options in life. You know what I'm saying? So, man, it's a weird job, but I can manage. It's not as bad as I'm probably make it seem, but I hate it.
I'm sure that's one of the things that's just gotta always be in the back of your mind, because that's such a conscious effort to like eat healthy stuff and bring good stuff into your body so that you can help it flourish. Oh my.
And all my coworkers like telling vegan jokes on me, man.
Oh my God,
shit,
they're vicious.
They bag on me all the time. Shout out to my man Dolo. That man got a vegan joke every day. A vegan joke every day. He said my farts smell like lettuce or kale or whatever he was saying.
My farts smell like kale. Yeah, I like that one.
And then the bartender be saying, talking about where my stick and berries at. Shout out to my man Noah. My man Rich, what did he say? He said, I got my ticket to the veggie ball.
Oh my God.
Oh man, that man Mike, shout out to Mike too. That man be telling me I can't drink my water, it got pork in it.
Oh my God,
Man,
that's foul.
They be going in on me. They be tearing me up in there, man. It's a new joke every day. I expect to hear something about being a vegan every day.
Wow.
Every day.
At the burger joint, just coming after the vegan.
At the burger joint.
Oh my God.
What are you reading? I know you read, like focus is like a big thing, and you're always posting pictures of books on Instagram, and I'm always just like holding my finger there, reading a couple paragraphs. What are you reading?
Oh man. You know what? I got a whole list of books on my phone right now that I can just, and for anybody that's watching, for everybody that's watching, you know what I'm saying, I recommend these books to you. It definitely get you through. Chemistry. Intro to chemistry, you know what I'm saying? You gotta know the elements and the compounds that your body is made up of, you know what I'm saying? You have to understand that we are a nature being, you know what I'm saying? So to understand nature is to understand it at its smallest unit, which is the chemistry of it, you know what I'm saying? All the way down to the protons, the electrons, you know what I'm saying? What else I got in here? Philosophy and dreams. You know, I feel like it's pretty self-explanatory, but you know, I feel like I don't dream a lot, so you know, whenever I do dream, I always look at it like, wow, why did I have this dream? You know what I'm saying? And for a lot of people, they'll say it's because you're thinking about this one thing too much. Usually, my dreams are never about anything that I'm thinking about. You know what I'm saying? So I always wanted to know why. The etheric double, you know, you're learning about your spirit being and the makings of your spirit being. Shoot, what else I got up on here? I got a lot, man. Like, this is what I do now. This book right here, the thought vibration, the law of attraction and the thought of world. That's a very that's a very important book. You will learn that your thoughts really dictate your reality. As I was telling you guys earlier, that life is about perception, and based upon what you perceive, it's what you see as reality, and it can either be helpful or detrimental. It all depends on you and how you see it. They say perception's a hell of a drug. It definitely is, you know. If you live in a positive life, you tend to focus on the positive. If you live in a negative life or a negative mindset, I would say, if you live in a negative mindset, you only focus on the negative. You won't see the positive in it, the good in it. You know what I'm saying? And not only that, you have to understand that you're human, so a negative thought's going to come to your mind, but you also have the power. You don't have the power to control what happens to you, but you have the power to react. The only control you have in your life is how you react. And what happens if you meet positivity with negativity, one is going to devour the other. You choose. That's your choice. That's your control. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you get to keep counteracting a negative thought with a positive
Exactly.
thought. Yeah.
Exactly. That's the only control that you have in life. It's your perception and how you perceive things. And I tell people this all the time. Your thoughts really, really do dictate your reality. And for me, from where I come from, you know, it helped me reach different levels within myself. You know, when you go through certain things in life, you begin to question yourself more. You know what I'm saying? And why are things this? Why are things that? Why did it happen this way? Why did it happen that way? Why not this way? Why not that way? You know what I'm saying? You really have to understand that what happens to you in life was meant to happen to you for a reason. You are not in no way, shape, or form able to dictate how it happened or why it happened. You can only dictate how you react to it. That's the only control you have in life. So for those who say, well, I'm like this because this happened. No, you're not. You're like that because you chose to react in that manner. You know what I'm saying? Now, whether that manner is a part of your growth, that's up to you. You know what I'm saying? Right. Everything happens for a reason. You learn from any and everything, but still, that's up to you. Are you going to use that to learn or not? You know what I'm saying? You know, sometimes they say you got to go left. You got to go left first to go right. You know.
Yes.
Like, you know, life isn't just one straight narrow path. You know what I'm saying? It's like a race. You know what I'm saying? The track curves. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All of that. So, you know, you take your life. You take life the way it's given to you, but remember that the way you react to it is your option. That's you. That's your pin in life. Mm-hmm. That is your pin in life.
You're in control of the reaction.
Exactly.
That's powerful stuff, man.
But I also have a book that a homegirl sent me. She sent me this one book, and I loved it because when it comes to thoughts and the conscious and subconscious, most books don't really dabble into the subconscious as much. They'll say, you know, this is your, you know, it's based upon what you think or how you perceive it, and that's, you know, that's just what it is. But this particular book right here, if I can find it, it's called Feeling is the Secret by Neville Goddard. And it pretty much, it breaks down your subconscious. You know, for those who don't know what the subconscious is, I'll paint a picture of it. Imagine this particular block. Imagine this cup right here being your conscious. This whole table around it, supporting it, is the subconscious. This table is the reason why this cup is standing upright. This table is the reason why the water isn't on the floor, or why it's being held in this certain way, in this certain manner. The subconscious is almost like the support system for it, you know what I'm saying? Exactly. So you think on the conscious level that you're thinking a certain way, but literally your subconscious is the root to why you're thinking that way, not your conscious, your subconscious. You know, your conscious is like a flower. Now, all flowers need a root and a standpoint and a reason and a source for it to grow. Yeah. That's where your subconscious comes into play. You take control of your subconscious, you take control of your conscious mind.
That's super interesting.
Man, we're going to have to be doing some more research.
They touch on that in the Feeling is the Secret.
Mm-hmm. Feeling is the secret. It will tap into. They really talk about your subconscious, and I love it because most books don't really. They kind of like rub on it, just rub the top of it, you know, like petting a dog, just subconscious. You know what I'm saying? You just let it go from there, and just and really focus on the conscious mind. You know what I'm saying? But there's your conscious mind and your subconscious mind. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you understand. I feel as though once you tap into your subconscious mind, you'll have an even deeper perspective of why you're able to perceive a certain thing a certain way. You know what I'm saying? Have perception of your perception.
Oh, yeah.
That's powerful. That's powerful, man. That's going to be food for thought in the next week for like reflection. I got one last question for you, bro. It's just since you are here with the family, I want to ask how like creative culture and that family is going. How Jay is doing, Shores, G, Carly, Vamp, everyone. see how they're doing, if there's gonna be a volume 2 coming. I know y'all just put out the collaboration tape in the past year. Bro, I heard your verses on there, spiritual. I can reference at least 2 of them. Beautiful. I don't know I didn't know if you guys were slating up for a volume 2, or if you were gonna be on any upcoming projects for us to look out for before we end here.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna keep a player on this one. For any CC projects coming up, you just gonna have to wait for the surprise, man. I can't ruin that surprise. I can't.
No one's gonna get it.
I can't be that one, man. But in terms of saying how they are, they moving. All I can say is beware. Beware.
I'm always ready, man.
Beware. They're some of the hungriest cats I've ever been around. They I owe them a lot, man. They don't even know it. A lot of times they reach out to me, and I'll be so caught up in my own world. But I'll be having to let them know as much as I can, if I can, you know. I'm watching them. I observe, and they move. They are some hard-working people. I've never seen nobody work as hard as them. You know what I'm saying? They're really that hungry. They're really that hungry.
I know. I've worked on some of Jay's stuff, and it's really good.
Yeah.
He's just killing it.
Jay will keep coming. There will never not be a new Jay song coming up. For those who want to know, there will never not be a new Jay song coming up. That's how stacked that man is. Vamp. There will never not be a new Vamp song coming out. That's how stacked he is.
He puts out projects every month.
Every
I just
month.
feel like I always see something new from him. I'm
Exactly.
always working out there, even across the coast, being down like in Arizona. He's still hasn't missed a beat. Always working. I gotta love his work ethic. Respect it a lot.
Hey, same thing for Shores too. That man, like, there will never not be a Shores song coming up. Like, he may not. That man holds on to a lot. You know what I'm saying? That man got a lot in his chamber.
I heard his verse for the remix for Justice's song, and I was like, bro, I had to sit down and really like listen to it again and again just for me to get the point and the message. Like,
Hey, Shores is he's a walking dagger. That man is sharp. That man is sharp. That man is sharp.
it's in my chest. That's my heart.
There's been songs that I've heard him on that I'm supposed to be on. When I hear his verse, and I say, wait, time out. Time out. Hold on. Let me go back to the lab right quick. Yeah, he's you sleep on him, you will be hit by the dagger. You will be hit by the dagger. G, my bad, G. That man, beware of G.
I heard he got an album coming soon.
Beware of G. Beware. As much as y'all know is how much I know.
Yeah.
That man.
Force.
That man is a force. Right?
Yes.
That man is a force.
Not only physically, but
right.
pen, spiritually, whatever.
Yeah, his pen is crazy. They all
his art too, like what he draws, what he paints. You're just like,
see,
what can this man not do?
See, the crazy thing is, like, I'm just starting to realize why, like, the name is creative culture, because like all these guys, like, are artists, like they draw, like they draw, they really create, and their passion for creating really manifests in the way they align their music. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're some of the most creative, like, people ever, and in the way that they do it, in the manner that they do it, they're able to come up with work so quick. It's hard keeping up with them sometimes. I can't even lie. Like, anybody who know me know I work on my own time. Like, I work slow, or like it has to feel right for me. For them, any condition feels right for them. Any condition, they're creating in any condition. You can't stop it.
Sharpening the sword.
They stay sharpening. You just can't stop them. You can't.
I wonder how much of like the use of the creative brain like just carries over, and they're always building, no matter like where if they're painting, if they're drawing.
It doesn't matter the medium.
If it's a song, like I feel like part of it has to carry over.
Man, a
Some of the focus.
typical phone conversation with Jay goes as follows. Alright, I hit him up, he's at work. Call me later, man. Alright, cool. Call him later. He's painting. And as he's painting, we're talking. We talk for a good about 20 to 30 minutes. And then we're like, alright, man, I'm about to go record, man. You know, we're going to chop it up later on. Just like that. Like, he goes from project to project to project. He doesn't stop. He does not stop until he's satisfied with what he's done for that day. And that's just Jay.
Inspiring.
That's just Jay. Vamp. That man got files upon files upon files. I've seen him finish a few songs in one session. Like, he just keeps going and keeps going. Like, he's like a robot. He just goes. Shores, it's funny because Shores and G, I haven't really been in studio sessions with them yet. So I don't necessarily, I haven't really seen how they move, but I'll be watching the stories. Yeah, I'm a creep, G, my bad, bro. I love you, man. but it looks like when he's in tune with himself, like, he gets it done. He gets it done, and he always has like a certain poise about himself. You know, he's just always in a sense of calmness. You know what I'm saying? But it's just weird because he looks calm when he's working, but as soon as he speaks, or as soon as his brush hits the canvas, it's like thunder. You know what I'm saying? Like thunder cracking and whatnot. Like, you know what I'm saying? When he's there, you know he's there. You can't sleep over that.
He's such a force.
Such a force. Same thing with Shores too, you know what I'm saying? Like, he be out of the light, but as soon as he steps into it, it's like he's never left. Like, he's never not been in light, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, he lives in it. So, like I said, these guys, Carly too, she stay moving. Her art is all over Greenville, you know what I'm saying?
I see a bunch of her stickers everywhere, like
All
floating through
over.
the internet, like floating through all my feeds. Like she's like a spider. Like her web is infinite. I feel like.
My homie has a barbershop. Shout out Ben Ventrell. You can get your hair cut from his man. He's too nice with it. You know what I'm saying? He has pretty much a wall just all over art. And one day I just stepped in and I was like, wow, like, you know, like, like it's just like, and it's amazing. She's definitely dedicated to what she do and how she do it. You know what I'm saying? That's something that you can only respect. You know what I'm saying? And admire. You know what I'm saying? And especially when especially when she hits a song. Like I haven't really been in too many sessions with her either. You know what I'm saying? But I can only imagine how it goes. Like her music is amazing, amazing. Her voice is amazing, and she's not, as far as I know, she's not the one that's always like bragging about her voice. So you won't know about her voice until it's time for her to use it. So right. she's like imagine like a gunfight, and she's just that gun like
straight in the shoe.
Straight in the shoe, you feel me? Like,
pulls it out of the Tim and is like, I got you.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, she'll get you like that. Cause she'll, as far as I know, she'll speak about her art. You see the art before you hear her voice, but then as soon as you ask for it, it's just like, oh, that's what you got? You know what I'm
These
saying?
songs that she's been putting out are just beautiful.
Yeah.
Like,
anything you want to talk about, anything you want to ask us, like, bro, we haven't seen in such a long time.
Yeah, I know, man. I've been in the cut, man. I've been really, like, just growing. Just trying to grow me as a person, you know. When you grow who you are, it carries over into the things that you're passionate about. So if you cease to grow in this area, you'll cease to grow in that area. So that's just who I've been at. But as far as you guys, man, like, fuck y'all been on to?
messing with these lights.
Word.
Lights, we've been on vacation. We got a smoke machine over there now.
Smoke machine.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, it's a little intense.
Little intense. We set off the smoke detector the other day. I thought fog was not smoke. I was mistaken.
Oh man.
Yeah. And there is no off switch on them. You have to really yank out the batteries.
Oh man.
Yeah.
It was pretty awful.
That's funny.
Just holding it and you're like looking close, so it's really close to your ears, trying to get it off. Cause my eyes are bad and I can't. I'm like, there's got to be a button. There wasn't. No button.
Oh man, that sounds terrifying.
Yeah, it sucked.
Yeah, then we moved
We
into this
moved
brand
into
new
this new
space.
space. It's
Word.
been like a summer of change.
Change is
Lots
good.
of different stuff going on.
Change is good. Most definitely.
Yeah, you're our first episode on Small Talk.
The idea was to have a 10-minute conversation. It's been at least an hour.
Oh really?
Yeah, I think it's good though.
My bad, man.
No,
I was talking
no.
too
Nah,
much.
bro.
No, it's
We
good.
really needed,
It's
like, we
good.
needed to touch turf with you, bro. We needed to check in, family to family. You know, that's important to me. Making sure the family's good.
Do you want to make some music now?
Oh shit, what's up, man?
What?
Yeah. All right.